Hello, I'm the Walrus Clown, and after a bit of writer's block, I'm back. It's a ponies episode this time. It's called a Heartswarming tale. Otter, roll the intro, please! Christmas! We open our episode with the ponies of Ponyville setting up the decorations to celebrate Heartswarming Eve with a musical number where Best Pony becomes the episode star for an all too brief moment. And then Twilight asks Starlight if she wants to join in the festivities, where we find out that she doesn't want to celebrate the holiday because she thinks that it's just an excuse to party and is pointless and that the story behind it was just an old pony's tale. Twilight then says that she might get the holiday if she heard the right Heartswarming Eve story. And that's where the episode premise starts. It's an episode where the writers do a ponified version of A Christmas Carol. Again. Only to have it be completely unsubtle and actually be about Pony Christmas this time. Anywho, Twilight starts our tale by introducing us to the Scrooge of our story, Snowfall Frost, who is being played by Starlight Glimmer, and Snow Dash, who is, not surprisingly, being played by Rainbow Dash, where they have a back and forth about how Frost hates the holiday but passively aggressively lets Snow Dash leave work early to celebrate the holiday. Then we have one of the best villain songs the show has ever done, where Snowfall starts her villainous scheme to use the powerful spell to erase Heartswarming from the calendar. Unfortunately, we don't get to see a scene with not Jacob Marley played by Discord because the scene had to be scrapped for some reason. You all might want to cover your ears now. Anywho, the country ghost of Christmas Past shows up, and I have to give the writers a lot of credit here. Having the puppy played by Applejack just makes sense. Her down on the farm need to appear to family and tradition has now and forever cast the shades of yesteryear around the character. So the Ghost of Christmas Past is another musical number that isn't quite as good as the villain one. Then we learn that Snowfall's hatred of the holiday came about during her childhood, when an unsubtle reference to Harry Potter is a complete dick to her, and stops her from decorating the classroom for Heartswarming and berates her because of her and everyone else's lack of work ethic, and that pointless fun is only getting in the way of bettering oneself and the world, and only hinders progress, and that leisure time should only be spent doing more work rather than taking a break, relaxing, and having fun. It might just be me with child abuse being one of the subjects that really pushes my anger button, but someone needs to punch this jerk in the jaw. And ever since the government refuses to punish these people in the real world, let alone in a cartoon, looks like I'm gonna have to do it. Oh, you think it's okay to emotionally and verbally abuse kids, do ya? Well, take some of this, and this, and this! Now that bit of ugliness is out of the way, back to the review. We move on to the Pinky Ghost of Christmas Present, where once again I have to give the writers credit for a good casting call. Pinky playing the part of the Ghost of Christmas Present was a good casting decision. She has the same off-the-wall infectious happiness and energy that the Ghost of Christmas Present does, as some of the more family-friendly, cartoonier versions of the story are concerned anyway. And from here we have the scene where the ghost takes not Scrooge to see what's going on in the lives of the people in his life, where Rarity and Fluttershy make cameos in bit parts. And this is where this particular adaptation suffers from the child-friendly mentality and 22-minute time span. In the original, Scrooge gets his heart wrenched out when he sees that Bob Cratchit's family, most poignantly Tiny Tim, are suffering as the direct result of his actions. And in the spirit of Christmas Present dying at the end of a scene, Scrooge, and by proxy the audience, get the sense of how we need to enjoy life while we can, and we have to make our actions on Earth count, and to enjoy our brief time here, and share that joy and kindness with others, now because we can't when we're dead. After the Ghost of Christmas Present scene, we are treated to a commercial break roll with the most meta framing device ever conceived by humans.
And the reason is to be with your friends. What? You know you're doing your Pinkie Pie voice, right? I was not.
Then Spike forces the story to stop so he can go get some more cocoa so that the episode can have a stopping point for the commercial break. Kinda like this one.
Blah 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 is a lot to queen. Something something is a lot to queen. No ingredients to be seen. Blah 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 in lots of queen. Come get your diabetes here.
Now that we're back from that, on with the review. From here we get the Luna Ghost of Christmas Yet to Be, where we get yet another song that does its job well enough. But once again, the runtime and the can't mention death thing rears its ugly head yet again. Snowfall's counterpart from the original story knows damn well that he's going to see his name on the gravestone the silent spirit is going to show him. This scene is supposed to confront Scrooge with his own mortality and show that he can't make up for his mistakes after the grave, and show that he needs to change and open himself up to others and bring joy to others and open himself to receive joy and friendship from others before it's too late, and scare the audience by proxy to do the same. So we get the usual happy ending with Snowfrost learning her lesson and changing her ways, and Starlight Glimmer joining the party afterwards, that ends with Starlight giving a solo reprieve of the opening musical number before fading into the end credits. And this is where we reach an interesting dichotomy. On its own, the episode is fine. Not a game changer or anything, but it's marginally above par. But as an adaptation, it fails. Somewhere between important characters like Marley and Scrooge's nephew being cut, the shortened runtime, the lack of ambience of any kind save for Snowfall's villain song, and the concept of death being removed completely, it utterly fails as an adaptation. I'm going to be using a real rating this time and give it a 4.5 out of 10. Next time I'll be reviewing something I was pleasantly surprised by. Season 1 of the DreamWorks-headed Voltron reboot that just appeared on Netflix. Till next time, everyone!
Santa Christ, we all love Santa Christ. He is Santa and Jesus, goddamn it's Santa Christ. He atoned for all our sins, but he also likes pancakes. He saved puppies from a fire, and he also likes pancakes. He played bass for Aerosmith, reads the sick orphans too. He goes surfing in space and makes really good fondue. He shoots lasers from his eyes and your curtains for free. You'll fight monsters for fun and hang out with Mr. T. Santa Christ, Santa Christ, Santa Christ, Santa Christ, you are the best, and we love you, Santa Christ.